All right, happy Saturday, March 8th here. Time and temp check. We got 335, 39 degrees. Hella windy today. We got kind of wind advisories, brush fire advisories. It's been a very windy. We're headed home now. It's getting on 55. Kind of in the polling area, where 22 and 55 meet. So. Anyway, I was just out, did a couple of returns or exchanges at Tractor Supply, and then got the truck washed. Now, I wanted to talk about washing. I most of the time wash my stuff myself. I much rather prefer that. It's better on the, if you do it right, there's no swirls, there's no, any of that stuff. Car washes are a lot more harm than good. But number one, it's hard to find a wash that could fit a truck, fit this truck. This truck is with the aftermarket rack and lights on it, it's about 7 feet tall. So having the clearance, most of them don't have the clearance for that. Or have the power to push 85, close to 9,000 pound vehicle through with the automatic rollers. You can say, why not take it to a wash bay and wash it yourself? And the reason is it's hella cold, and I don't want to pay for stuff when I could do it myself outside with my own water and my own supplies, and it'd be cheaper and not have somebody waiting behind me, and me taking my time but feeling guilty, and so whatever. But the big thing for me is the undercarriage wash. I like to do that multiple times a winter with salt. Unfortunately, this winter I really haven't gotten to it, but it's been like storm after storm after storm all winter, and then I don't know, last week's been kind of rainy, so honestly, a lot of the rain probably, the roads were salty, then the rain was kicking up the salt that was like in the pores of the road and getting it back. So this is like really the first weekend, because I've washed my wife's car a couple times, and it's like, she has a beautiful new Explorer. All of us, things like dirty again, and it's not even, hers isn't even black. This is a black truck, so whatever. These car washes don't do the best of jobs, but I wanted the undercarriage wash, especially. I kind of had them go a little extra on that, because it's not like they're getting under there and scrubbing it, but whatever. They're sending out jets under it, whatever they do. So whatever. And then we're going to have over a week of no rain, just pure sunshine. I don't think I'm really using this truck. We're kind of in this time of the year where, unfortunately, this truck just kind of sits. So I took it kind of far for a car wash just to get a ride. I took it to the Splash and Brewster. And, I'm up in Dutchess, so, it's kind of a ride, but it is what it is. Going forward, my wife and I have to kind of figure out the schedule with baby and how many lawns I'm taking on. I did send that estimate to that client. I think I made a video about after it. I had a really long estimate, which, I don't know, it's hard. Your time is not free, but sometimes if you're closing a deal that's going to last for years, chat with the client. It's not like I had to rush to other work. It was a lull in the winter, so whatever. I don't know if they're going to go. I do know that my price is a little higher than they wanted, so I don't know if they're going to go with it. Either way, it's kind of a plus if they do and a plus if they don't. If they don't, I don't have to worry about it, because I really don't want to be taking on more work. But if they do, it's a pro, like I said in my last video, because it's a bi-weekly and I can kind of manipulate that in my schedule as is, and it's just kind of extra money. I do have to reach out to my clients this year. I think I have one that's not going to renew. Long story short, it was an older lady whose son was moving back in with her because he had unfortunately gotten a divorce. So he had reached out to me in the fall. He's like, hey, we appreciate you. Finish out the season. He kind of told me he's living there full time and started back in the fall. He's like, hey, finish out the season, but you're doing great. I want to, think you're fired or anything, but I'm moving back in, because of his circumstance. And, hey, what? If I were in their shoes, why pay $300-something a month when you don't have to? That's I don't want to say a wasted expense, but when you have somebody there who can do it, So, the only thing that kind of sucks with that one is, number one, the clients are great. Pricing was great. I wasn't going to budge on price. Pricing was low, but pricing was fine. But they were right next door. Like, that was one of the park the truck once, hit a couple properties kind of thing. And not have to move the truck at all, which is nice. But it is what it is. Now I just have to get creative, and I'll probably move the other guy. The other guy has been the other guy whose property was next to that one that I think this bloodbath was not here when I came. Look at that. Somebody snagged a deer. I came this way before, and that was not there earlier. Anyway. But the guy who I know for a fact is renewing who lives next to the one that I think who I think I'm losing. He was always kind of, this person's flashing their lights. What's going on? Is there a cop up here? Is there a copper? Let's see. Put this down, see if there's anything. Luckily, the tints in this truck are so dark. Maybe they're just saying hi to somebody, or maybe there's a cop further up ahead, but we're turning off here. Anyway, losing my train of thought now. But he was kind of a early to midweek. I think he was like a Tuesday, maybe Wednesday cut, and he's been a great client. So he deserves he deserves to be cut at the end of the week. So we're gonna give him priority, like a Thursday, Friday. I think he might actually be a Friday. We'll have to see how the schedule pans out. And then another guy who was more like Wednesday. I'll bump him to Thursday because he's another good client. So just kind of rewarding the ones who are really good. Who kind of use you for all 4 seasons, whether that be plowing, whether that be fall cleanup, spring cleanup, weekly mowing, other projects outside of mowing, whether it's small tree brush removal, whether it's mulch, gravel gardens, plantings, plant removals, stuff like that. Oh, wife is calling. All right, resuming video here. I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I got a phone call. Anyway, rewarding people who have basically giving you the most work throughout the last year, giving them kind of priority for priority on weekend cuts and stuff like that. So I do that. I got to rearrange the schedule, kind of see where people are. I do have somebody that purchased a home from somebody else that I had before, see if they want services. That person originally who used to have the house, I had more of a consistent, used to be kind of taking care of the property consistently. Then, long story short, their husband was deployed, so that's why I was taking care of the property. He came home, so then I kind of But he came home belly as in back to like over here, but he was kind of like I don't know, working here, but like working, I don't know, at a base somewhere a few hours away, then home. So I kind of was on an as-needed basis for a while there. Anyway, long story short, they sold the home. They moved to the other side of the country, actually. I think they moved out to like Oregon somewhere. But I picked up snow for the people who moved in. I don't know if they want property maintenance as well, so I got to check in with them. Also got to check in with another snow account that I had picked up kind of mid-season as well. They had just purchased the home midwinter, and you know, obviously had them the second half of the snow season, and you know, see if they need some lawn maintenance and stuff as well. They're kind of far. They're like a little out of my normal service area, but the nice thing about them is it's another wooded property, which means it's another potential bi-weekly, you know, unless they want otherwise. But I honestly don't think that property would really grow much at all. So, all things to kind of consider going into the spring. Also, a lot of guys follow Rathjen. He's about, I don't know, 25, half an hour north of me. But he is selling a few of his zero-turn deer mowers, this guy can barely walk here. We're in a shopping supermarket parking lot here, but great prices on those. One of them's like $4,000 for 1,800 hours. It's 61 inch. It's a Z. I don't know. I'm gonna get the model number messed up. It's like kind of a mid-tier 60-inch deck kind of thing. So I don't know, might make an offer on that, but I want. Also, one of the guys who's right up the block from me has been asking me every single year, which I'm not the biggest fan of people who do this. I don't care every once in a while, but he definitely price shops. I give him a good plow rate because he's literally like right up the block from me. But he's not getting the best deal in the world for the lawn. I gave him a decent deal, but he definitely could find cheaper. I think the company he has did give him a cheaper bid, but he's really not happy with the quality. So we'll see. He could potentially be coming over. I gave him an estimate on that a while ago. You know, again, haven't heard back. But the thing here is you don't hear back from people, or people don't make up their mind until everything starts greening up. So that's the thing that sucks. So anyway, let me not waste any more time. I'm at the store. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and don't forget, clocks go back tomorrow. Just to clarify, clocks spring ahead tomorrow. My misspoke right there. So, and by the time everybody sees this, it's probably going to be like an April video. But clocks spring ahead tomorrow, which means it's going to be lighter later, which is going to be very nice. Actually, while I correct myself here, I'm going to just see what this woman does with this shopping cart, because it's a very windy day, and I try and park far away from everybody, but I just have visions of this cart flying into my truck, and I hate being in parking lots on windy days, especially where there's shopping carts. Shopping carts go flying. People let their door or have their kids' doors just fly open into your car. Like, it's just, I hate it. Not a big fan of the wind, but we'll see. Hopefully the stuff finally starts dying down, and this week ahead actually looks like a really good week. I'm not going to be working because it looks like the following week there could be potential snow. Do I believe it? I don't think so. Okay, she's at least putting the thing up on the curb. That's good. I don't believe that there's going to be, I honestly think we're done with snow. Usually we have one more storm like late March, which is very well possible, but I don't know. I think we're done, but this week looks to be upper 50s, 60s, mid 60s this week. Beautiful. I'm going to try and here and there work on my cleanup. Thursday I got to work on with my tax person. We're going to get our taxes taken care of, business taxes, personal taxes, etc. Get that all squared away, and then try and little by little work on a cleanup of my own property, get the equipment in order. I got to contact kind of back and forth with what I want to do with mowers for the spring. Kind of want to add a bigger mower. Do I trade in the mower I have? I got a really good deal, and that mower has really low hours, so I'm kind of sitting pretty on that. So I don't want to necessarily trade that in, but it will need oil change, blades, hydro service, all that kind of stuff. That's the V-Ride 2. That's a 2023, so just all things to consider, but I got to make my mind up on that. Anyway, everybody have a great rest of your day. Peace.